go. Crash and flow.
Let's hear first about yours. Because you went to Italy.
Yeah.
You went to Italy. You went to Italy for a wedding that looked very fancy.
It was pretty, alhamdulillah. So they said you can either come to the event in Chicago or Lake Como.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't tell in a group, my wife, my sister-in-law, and my sister,
Yeah.
that the option is Chicago or Lake Como.
Yeah.
And so alhamdulillah.
To them, what they heard is you are forced to go to Lake Como.
Man, I
Right? Like they didn't read that as an option. I don't
know
think.
what Lake Como was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a place. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of places, a lot of beaches I haven't heard about.
Right.
But this lake I hadn't heard about. And then once I started looking into it, it's like a pretty popular, important, like they're like, hey, Clooney has a place here. Mussolini was shot here. He had a place. That's
both of those things equal.
yeah. I mean, he was like, last stand, I'm going down to the water. So yeah, it was insane in terms of if you don't know about a place and you go and you see how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Bro, they don't know how to build roads. The roads are as big as you and another car. And after 3 inches, building. Just a house. I hit, at one point, we're doing this, and a full bus, has no business being here, shows up. What I should have done was stop completely, but I didn't feel like I had enough. I nicked a building, not the body of the car, just the side of a tire, and the whole tire just dropped within 1 second. But yeah, that was wild. But then we're like, I found a place to park, and I'm stuck in the side of the road for 3 hours. But it was so beautiful.
How were you driving that a nick onto a tire means
it was
falls
a
apart?
T-Rock. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's a Volkswagen T-Rock.
Okay, gotcha.
And it was cool, man. Como, highly recommend.
How's the water of the lake?
It's great. I have a bunch of boating pictures I could show you.
Nice.
You get on the ferry. It's gorgeous. It's not even the type of money, like if you're a doctor, you can afford to live. It's like if you own the hospital, you can live. But it was gorgeous. We also did this amazing, the Shadi with us at this hotel. And I've never been at a hotel that beautiful. So, and they had like desi food, and they were just making pizzas. Just pizzas coming out of the thing.
Oh my God.
They were like, oh, you know, a lot of sports people stay there. Clooney and Amal Clooney? Sure.
Yeah.
Both of them were there. Not at the same time, but... Yeah, very
cool.
Interesting. And I was like, wow, look at these kids getting married here.
Yeah, it's quite a
I got married
quite
at
a venue. Yeah, quite a venue to get married at. That being said, like it's fun for you going, but like, bro, any money spent at a wedding has never registered to me as being like worthwhile. It might be worthwhile for Lake Como because like it's a built-in vacation at the same time. I don't know how much restfulness you can feel if you're running your wedding.
Oh, 100%. Your wedding completely wasted on you.
Yeah.
Right? That's the most stressful day of your life.
Yeah, like...
You're not going to look around where you are. Your heart rate is 150 the whole time.
Let me put it to you this way, all right? So like I had my 40th birthday party, right? I absolutely loved the event, right? It was great. But I didn't eat any food. I don't remember eating any food, enjoying... Like none of the things that like everyone else who was there got to do. They're like, wow, the food is good. The dessert was good. They drank the special punch that Farah made. That like all of that stuff I didn't get to experience because it's your party.
Yeah.
If it's your party, you need to host, even though like it's not much more than like conversations, but you feel like
you got to make sure everything's executed on.
Yeah, and also like the thing is that like everyone came to see you, so you can't just be sitting in a corner eating with only one set of people,
right?
Like it doesn't, like, right? So like a wedding is like 10 times this, right? So it's hard for you to enjoy all of the amazing. Are they gonna stay there longer?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I just left them alone after that.
You were out. I'll leave you alone now.
As soon as they get married, after that, you know, you're like, all right, you guys probably should recover.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, hopefully they can hang out a little bit over there.
I will say this: that whole country shuts off at 4:30.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing after 4:30.
Must be nice for the nervous system.
Bro, that's why they live long. They're just smoking cigarettes in the heat. They have these eco air conditioning laws where an air conditioner can't get cooler than 24 degrees.
Nice.
Right? It's miserable.
Yeah.
These people just sweating, smoking cigarettes during the day, and like semi-drunk at night, just wine, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Even
eating
organic
meat
wine.
and pasta.
Yeah.
And you asked me to like.
Yeah. So how was the pasta? Yes. Yes.
I
did
ate a
ask you.
ton of pasta.
Yeah.
I ate so many margarita pizzas.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
And I will say, my stomach never felt better. Like, dude.
Yo, that's some bullshit, dude.
I know it's crazy.
No, I mean it's great for you, but it's some bullshit for us over here.
I also think when you're traveling,
Your stomach is just
like like a way less stress. I think all my stress is in my belly.
I don't know, bro. I don't
Oh,
know.
me, dude. I'll tell you about me.
Oh, okay,
That's
all right.
where.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, I think the pizza's special. I think
It
the
is.
pasta is special.
Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Their customer service is horrible sometimes.
Really, eh?
Oh, you know what? They have no patience. Some people have no patience for brown people. Even though my English as good as any other English
Right.
person there,
Yeah.
they won't even make eye contact. They'll just shush. Like one guy shushed away my brother-in-law. My brother's like, but yeah, their customer service is,
Do you think it's a dumb question, but you said for brown people, right? So definitely a little racist then?
Oh yeah. Some people are very racist.
So the shushing is on
Oh,
account of racism.
they
and
won't
not
even make eye contact.
Oh,
Like
man.
it's honestly similar to what it is in Texas, except here they're like, I'm not even trying. If you ask them, they're like, I'm not even trying to understand. Get out of here. And you're like, wow, that was special. This guy wouldn't even let me start. You're like, hey. You're like,
I don't care.
he's the store owner of this grocery store. I need to buy groceries. What the heck is happening?
I wonder if you spoke Italian and brown, if that would help you.
Oh yeah, if you speak their language the way, that's the reason we're successful here. What are you talking about? That's the whole reason they respect us. If you think you had an accent, you'd be doing anything anywhere.
You are absolutely correct, my friend.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
That's the whole thing.
we spoke about this before, where like you're in a board meeting, no one knows. Like if you're at like a big like a meeting and they don't know who you are,
Right.
they just assume like the angle of the chair. You can
You know
tell.
what? But you mashallah, the way you've done your head, right? You're like that guy speaks good English. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, you do have.
Yeah, your beard is angled. It's like this person has. They're well.
There's a
kept.
little bit of.
You have pants they don't wear back home.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, back home sometimes they're like very stylish. It's Italy.
Everyone looks nice.
We're in Milan. Everybody looks like a poster.
Damn.
Like old guys, just belt, zebra belt,
Yeah.
right? Pants that look like that were tailored for them. Shoes they've had for 30 years.
Yeah.
Well put together. It's 90 degrees. They're on a bicycle going uphill wearing a suit.
Yeah. That's nice.
I'm waiting for the movie camera
like
to
it.
be like, man, why
Yeah.
so much of that? I saw a lady there. I didn't know like people were built just casually that beautifully.
Yeah.
And she had a dog to go with her outfit. I was like, is this the dog that matches this outfit, ma'am?
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
So did you meet any like nice Italian people?
Oh, tons of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a lot like Texas. Like a lot of people are nice, but there's like, all you have to do is meet two shitty people
Kind of
a
colors
day,
the
right?
day. Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah, people were nice. Old people are the best. They were great.
Yeah.
They like kids. They like, these people aren't stressed, bro. They're not stressed. The whole vibe of their life is not stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what the promise over here of Canada and United States and the American dream and the Canadian dream and it just comes with boatloads of stress, dude.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
And like,
They
and
just
we
want
don't
you to-
we don't hang out with our people. We don't have, what is it called, the third place? Is that what it's called? You got your
Totally.
work, your home.
Yep.
You go to your work, you're in your home, and then after you have third place.
Right.
We don't have a third place.
Right.
To maintain a third place takes a tremendous amount of effort.
Yeah.
One of our close friends, Hamid, lives maybe 2 blocks away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him once,
I know.
right? And it's not for a lack of trying. It's
Yep.
just that the man's busy. He's got 2 kids, like
Bro. How many people do you see that you don't have a podcast with?
bro.
How
that's-
many friends do you see weekly that you don't have a podcast with?
I'm telling you, almost zero.
Yeah.
Right. This is one of the main reasons why we even
Dude.
maintain this. Is
Yeah.
that like if we don't have this, we might
We're
not
just
have
as
anything.
tight, as in a way. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't talk about.
Yeah.
We should talk more about like, hey, how are you doing? But alhamdulillah, no, you're absolutely right. But they have multiple places as a hang. And you go to their park, there's people just hanging out on benches, old people just hanging out. They gamble as a hang. You think they have a gambling problem, and they definitely do,
Yeah.
right? But they're hanging out, playing dominoes. It's horse betting, and there's just a TV, and everybody's hanging out with some papers. But they hang out,
Yeah.
and they're smoking a cigarette, and dying happy, right? They're definitely dying,
Yeah.
subhanallah. But they don't seem
No.
what I see in people's faces here.
Yeah.
Also, the cold freaking crushes it here.
I mean, the cold does, but like, can you imagine if that was the tempo of life and also cold? Like, I think we'd be much happier in the cold.
It's cheaper. The food is cheaper there. Like, you can buy food. Like, I can buy a nice meal cheaper, even though the conversion and all of that. Clothes, cheaper.
Yeah.
That's stupid, guys. Come on.
Yeah. We're gigantic. We're so big, and property costs this much.
I have no idea
This is
what's happening.
what
We have good air conditioning, though. Air conditioning sucks. It's so bad. Farah complained so hard, they sent her an air conditioner. They sent her a $300 portable air conditioner. It came with a huge pipe, and they like stuck that out the
in
window.
the window. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. We huddled up around that. It was nice. But yeah.
Yeah.
Tattoos, everybody, old people. So here, somehow in Italy,
Yeah.
it became fashionable to get tattoos in the 50s.
Okay.
And like cool tattoos, like a fish skeleton on an old man.
Yeah.
A fish skeleton he got a while back. But you know what? He's not dying the way, like he seems still fit.
Yeah.
Everything. So they have all these old people with tattoos.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. And they have like nice jacket. They take off a jacket. They have a bunch of tattoos. They're like grandparent looking. They look like they're in their 60s, 70s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tempo of life, though, even in Mauritius, like, it's getting worse, as in like people are getting busier and busier.
Right.
But like Mauritius is still like after you come to work, after you come back from work, first thing you come home, you sit down, you drink your tea first, and then you chat a little bit. Then you go, maybe you go take a shower, you clean up a little bit, and then you go up to where the rest of the family meets. Then you drink another cup of tea over there.
Amen.
Then you talk a little bit, whatever. And that happens. It's Maghrib. You take a stroll out to the mosque. You pray. You meet your friends over there. You hang out for a little bit after the mosque. You walk back home.
Yep.
Check in the kids. Homework. Is everything getting done? Put them to sleep. Then you go up to the grandparents again. Another cup of tea. Chat a little bit more. Explain
Sounds
this, that, and
nice.
the other thing, and then you come home, and then you go to sleep. And like the first, like in the beginning, the morning is like fast. Like
You're also on
everyone-
an island the whole effing time. You're on a friggin' island, and you're aware of it. Even if you don't see the water, you're like, I'm on an island.
Yeah.
I can drive 30 minutes and hit some water.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And I loved that vibe. It felt like none of my uncles they were in a rush in the morning. But even in the morning, they wake up and they make sure that they go drink tea with the parents.
And I wish tea did something for me that it does for my people, because yeah, my people love tea.
Yeah.
It's not doing that. Whatever. I'm not having the right tea.
Yeah. I don't know. I think longer you're living, the more you realize that you got to do what they used to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna next time, hopefully when I go to Mauritius, hopefully I'm able to go. I'm gonna record both video recording and write it down on how they make the biryani. And
Video recording would be hilarious. Great.
yeah, because I
Like-
want to be able to preserve how they do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of my generation are learning, like, seriously,
Right.
how to make some of these, like, one of the big, like, the most pivotal recipes, obviously the biryani, right? But some of the other ones as well, you kind of so you're losing, like that football player says, we're losing recipes,
Bro.
but we are losing recipes.
We are totally losing recipes. And they're so important. Right?
That was
All we need is a Ridgeway Plaza, and that's not true, people.
no. You can't have other people cook for you.
Yeah.
Right, all the time. Obviously, you can do
time.
that, but like you need to be able to cook, because that was the cooking of the food was one half of having your family around.
Right. Now everything's air fried.
Right? So like you need to cook so you can have family to come
Learn to
over
cook.
and eat the food.
That's right.
Right. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Cool,
man.
Yeah.
Oh, pro-Palestine rally in downtown Milan while we were there. I'm like, nice. A lot of graffiti.
Yeah.
Not even from just there's so much graffiti
Yeah.
in this. I don't know. I think that's the way people express themselves.
Okay.
Slogans everywhere.
Oh,
I
that's
couldn't
cool.
find a place that wasn't a graffiti,
Mm,
even in nice areas.
that's cool.
It's something.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
You don't
but
like you don't like graffiti as a whole, or?
It's everywhere.
Oh,
It just
I see.
it's everywhere.
I see. Yeah, you're a time and a place type of guy.
Man, I don't know.
Subway tunnels,
I don't know. I don't know
CN
what to
rail.
tell you.
I
I don't want to get political, right? Like I understand, but geez, everywhere. Come on, Lake Como is beautiful, and there's like just jackasses with their loud motorcycles. I'll just freaking stick a pipe in that. Guys, it's beautiful here. Just keep it
Right.
down, eh?
The thing is that nope, it's not gonna, because it's the pursuit of the young, right?
Yeah, loudness. Look at me.
Loudness and yeah, exactly, obnoxiousness and loud and that is
Yeah.
that's the state of the of youth.
Just wanna throw like a freaking tree branch right in that spoke.
And then as you get older, you're like, I like quiet, I like the peace, I like
There's
the
only so many
tranquility.
quiet places in the world. You look, it's just a dirt bike for no reason. Why does
Yeah.
this guy have a dirt bike?
Because it makes noise,
It's the loudest.
right? And everyone will look at me.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. It was made by a glacier.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I was like, how'd they get this? And it was like glacier just carved this crap out, and then it became one of the most beautiful places, in
amazing.
Europe. So
Yeah. Is the water the color of like that pastel color?
no, it's pretty normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
it's like bluish green, blue.
okay. So you see, you know the lakes in like Vancouver, all of those lakes that are built out of glaciers,
Right.
they all have like this pastel-y blue color.
There is like I'll show you like some pictures, and I'm like, you can see the fish, right?
Okay. So it's different.
There's different areas
there's different.
too.
There's different type of
Depending on what, like how it goes from being like 20 feet to like 100. It doesn't seem like it has a big shelf. It seems like it gets so where it's somewhat shallow, like 20 to 30. You can see.
That's cool. You can see
stuff.
right through, eh?
Yeah, we took a boat ride, and it was just like the guy's like, it wasn't that fun because I enjoy history, and it was like, Star Wars was filmed here. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
cool,
I'm
that's
right
cool.
here. Yeah.
Kevin Spacey used to live here. He doesn't anymore. All right, okay.
What is
James
this, a
Harden
Hollywood.
was here for a whole month. I'm like, okay. I don't know what to do with any of this.
Yeah. This
But
just
yeah,
makes
the
nothing
church where Mussolini died that was cool. This guy went to church. He's like, they're closing in. Where do I go?
Oh, okay. I thought he was just a regular church goer.
No, he just ran to the church. He go into the basement.
Ah, I see.
Shot him in the basement.
What a way to go. He killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yep.
I watched the movie Sinners.
Ooh, talk to me.
I haven't spoken about it enough for me to like really
don't have your feelings together
organize
yet?
my thoughts around it. So this is going to be a very preliminary thing, and maybe I can touch on it again after you watch it. I'm not gonna spoil it. Are you going to watch it? Do you plan to watch it?
Oh
then?
yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. So I'll start off with the positive.
Okay.
Okay. The movie has a different texture to most movies we will watch. And the main reason why is because it's a movie that feels like it's black art. Right? It's made by a black director who has a good understanding of like culture and like black culture. And so like there's how do we say it? Like, and he incorporates those ideas in the movie in a way that is natural to him, but seems unnatural to us because we consume most of our movies are white through white lens, like even through white lens of like white fantasy, white sci-fi, white, like all of that is based around like a particular like tint of lens.
Yeah.
Whereas what he's bringing to the table is like horror, fantasy elements, history elements that is skewed towards black culture, African culture, that type of thing. So like when they make reference to certain like fantastical beings, for example, it's from like the lore of like black culture or African culture. And what that does is that and because all the characters are black, but none of it is. It's not like done purposefully because we're trying to make a point. It's just that this is how he naturally wanted to tell the story. So the texture of the movie is different and unique. So that's an exciting thing because it feels different because it's coming through a very authentic lens of a black creator, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
Right. And I think he's a great director, and his vision comes through on the screen, and it's fun to watch. For me, it was exciting to watch something that has a texture of a different color. In so much that, like, for example, I guess when you watch like good anime, it's Japanese. Like all of it from top to bottom, all of the feel of it, everything is very that, right? So this is that, but it's a unique one because we've never had a lot of like horror fantasy that's from like black artists. So that's really cool. I appreciate it. I want to see more of these types of movies. This is what I've been talking about. This is what I'm raving about when I'm like, don't just force this, do that. Like it needs to be not. This is exactly what I'm asking for. So Sinners is that. That's the answer to it.
Guys, to have Yassine be happy about something in a movie sense is, it's rare. It's good. But I've been hearing great things. I'm just freaking... YouTube keeps trying to like ruin the movie with these reels. It's like, hey, you want to watch the whole movie in 15-second bites?
Yeah.
I'm like, stop it.
So another positive is Michael B. Jordan's character. Amazing.
That guy's...
He's solid. He's really good. The script is really well written as well. The pacing of the movie is way too slow for me. It is laborious. And I feel like it could be cut down by a good 30 minutes. It seems to take too long. It establishes certain storylines and backstory, which feels really important at the time, that kind of dissipate completely. And I felt like the third act was kind of like meh. So, which is a problem area for most. So, like, a lot of people are talking about this as being like a masterpiece. Like, I don't know. I didn't feel that at all.
I gotta look at a third act.
Yeah, I didn't feel that it was a masterpiece at all. But but like, I'm excited for the next thing that he does because this is what I've been asking for. Like, I want to be able to feel like it feels like a different movie by virtue of the fact that it's honestly being made by someone who's not white. And then like obviously there's like the cast and crew and everything else is not white.
Yeah.
Right? And so you're going to get a different feel.
Yeah.
And like an honest difference in feel. So I thought that was special. And that raises its ranks for me. But as far as like pacing concerned and like the overall story was kind of like, eh. I know there is like underlining stuff because he's a really deep guy, the director. So there's probably things that I'm totally missing that I'm gonna have to catch on. I won't watch it a second time, but I'll watch like the
YouTube
video
breakdown.
Yeah,
of
the
it, where
video
it was
essays.
like, let me walk you through
what you're
35
too dumb
minutes of...
what you're too dumb to figure out. Yeah, I'm gonna need
I'm
that.
gonna try to go next week. It's
Yeah.
my kid wants to watch Jurassic Park, which you would think most 4-year-olds shouldn't be watching, but
Right.
my wife and my mother-in-law are like, let's take him to Jurassic Park. So we're gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna go watch Sinners.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, because I'd rather watch Sinners.
Yeah.
We'll take 2 cars.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's an interesting movie.
Okay.
A lot of it is centered around like music.
Yeah.
And I think that for me it does nothing for me.
Damn.
Like that if anything, that the music part of me breaks the fourth wall for me.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Did you watch it in like an IMAX situation or anything, or no? Because I saw like Spider-Man, the second one, the cartoon.
I freaking loved it.
And the music was fantastic because I saw it in a special musical situation.
Oh, okay.
And I saw it again, and the music did nothing.
Really?
Yeah, because the quality of the speakers and everything matters so much.
No, it's not the soundtrack that's the thing. It's the fact like there's a subplot around music.
All right, let me watch it. Yeah, I don't even know.
That doesn't really do anything for me.
I'm like,
it's
is it
scored
DMX?
It's scored by frickin' Göransson.
Yeah, I would imagine
Yeah,
that
that guy's doing everything right
that
now.
guy's- He's the only white guy doing everything.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah.
They let him do music
Yeah.
and predominantly black production.
Yeah. That's how good he is. I mean,
crazy.
that Childish Gambino album was insane.
Yeah, he also did Black Panther and
Yeah, he
a
did
bunch
Black Panther as well. Yeah,
The
But, like,
Mandalorian.
that was when it started, right? That's when we first heard about him. But yeah, no, exciting to see these types of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to more. I look forward for more races
Races.
making, like English movies,
Mm-hmm.
but cast and crew and everything else, all the people that you want only. Whatever that may be. Whatever that may be.
Whatever that may
But
be. People.
I feel like it means something for the most part. It doesn't have to be all one race. It just needs to be that all of the people who are working on the project have a deep understanding or a deep love of the lore that they're working on, right? So, like, Hans Zimmer, he scored The Last Samurai. The man is not Japanese.
No.
That soundtrack is insane. You know why? That guy's the biggest nerd ever. Like, if he needs to learn how to score Japanese, he's gonna go find the best of the best to work with in Japan, who understand the different instruments. They bring it to him. They explain the concepts of all of these instruments and whatnot, how they work, what makes them special, what's the history behind it, and everything else. So that's the level of detail he goes through before he even starts composing the thing. So that guy. You don't need a Japanese guy. You can just got Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer.
You don't need a Japanese
No,
guy.
I mean, obviously he
This
needs.
guy's so good.
No, I was like a main composer.
Bring me
I
your
should say.
best Japanese guy. This guy would put your best. Who is your A.R. Rahman?
Yeah, Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
I would love to see Hans live.
Yeah.
Apparent-
He comes. It's like $400. You can go see him.
Yeah. Farash sent me the tickets. I was like, I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Right. But
Does he even play anything, or did you just listen to music with
no,
him?
he plays.
Oh, does he?
He's
Okay.
got
I
guitar,
thought you just hang
piano.
out.
Yeah, guitar, piano, that type of thing. And then he has his regulars, the same violinist.
Mm-hmm.
Violinist.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like his orchestra and stuff like that. His main players, they follow him around and stuff like that.
Nice.
I would love to go watch him live.
Yeah, that
but
would
there's
be
two
sick.
different types of concerts. There's ones where the concert is playing Hans Zimmer stuff, and then there's Hans Zimmer
Right. Of course.
that's playing Hans Zimmer stuff.
Yeah. That's different.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless you're just going to a DJ party then.
Yeah. Actually, this is kind of related, but not really. Anyway, I went to a dinner at a restaurant, and it was for one of Medea's friends.
Okay.
Right? It was a birthday party, and then after there was one guy at the table who's like a friend of a friend, so he's not really connected to whatever. He's not tightly connected to whatever Medea's friend is, and he was like a little bit of a nerd, and I'm the only guy at the table apart from him, so
You guys got to talk.
yeah, we get to talking, right?
We have to talk about something.
And so we're talking about Marvel for a little bit. This was a year ago, 2 years ago. Talked about Marvel for a little bit and something else. And then, but he had this weird thing where he was oddly aggressive about the stuff that he knows,
Yeah, that's how guys are.
right? And then I said, started talking about Hans Zimmer, about the different movies and scores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then someone said that, oh, have you seen him live? And I said no, I've never had the opportunity. And the way how the guy responded, he's like, what? You've never seen him live?
Yeah. You how can you even have an opinion?
Right? And I was I was so taken aback because it was it was such a harsh reaction at a dinner table with a bunch of other people who are not really talking about this stuff. Right? And then he tried to really make me feel really dumb for not seeing Hans Zimmer
How did
live.
you not make this a higher priority, Yassine?
You've never been there.
Yeah.
Douglas, he Douglas Murray'd me.
Douglas Murray, you. You never
You've
been
never-
to Hans Zimmer? Pish posh.
Oh man.
People are like that with everything.
Courtesy. What's that?
People are like that with,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like...
That is interesting,
Their
though, right?
status in my... You haven't...
Also,
you haven't killed a cow with your hands.
also, this is a weird. This is a weird thing for you to be aggressive about. If we're
Bro, we're nerds, dude.
You know, if you're talking about like fighting, it's different.
Ego is crazy, dude. Yeah, everybody has their ego.
You've never been.
I had never been to a basketball game until like I moved to beside the stadium. But some people are like, "You've never been to a basketball game?" I'm like, "No, I never been to a basketball game." You can just, it doesn't change.
It's expensive to go.
It's also a inferior experience, actually. Other than like when I'm in the 4th row and the 20, but everything else you're like better off watching on TV in terms of watching.
Oh yeah, for you to understand what's going on. You can't hear you're not hearing storylines. You're not hearing the various backgrounds of all of the.
You're looking around a lot too.
Yeah, you're not
There's
seeing.
stuff
You don't know nothing.
There's shirts coming by you,
bro. But
you're
at
judging
least
dancers. You're like they're letting anybody dance.
right.
There's a Punjabi guy in there for no reason.
What I don't like is this, right? Dancers used to be all female,
Okay.
right? Like,
Yeah.
like cheerleaders, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, well,
Now keep the energy. Yeah, let's go.
and now
Now,
it's mostly just dudes that are dancing,
right.
right?
We're
And-
losing recipes. We're losing dance moves.
Like, are we gonna keep going where it's just gonna be?
Where's the line?
Is it just gonna be only dudes dancing?
Yeah.
At that point, it's just gonna be like, are we going to just
Then
like
who's
the
playing
Jabba,
basketball?
the Jabberwockies?
Right.
Are we just gonna get like
That would be sick.
that'd be amazing. But like
Yeah.
then it's the Jabberwockies.
Leading your cheer.
Either get rid of it
All right.
or not. Like I don't know what's happening.
They're losing quality control. I'll tell you that
It's
much.
not
bro.
good, dude.
It's not good.
It's not good. You know the kids are oftentimes better.
Sometimes. Because those kids got a lot of makeup on. I'm like, why are these kids out of
What?
school right
Makeup?
now? It's
Like the little raptor dancers.
a lot of times I'm like, dude, I'm up and close. I'm like, these kids there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Fun times.
You know what?
You can do better than dancing. Come on, guys. Show me a skill.
Yeah.
Carve something.
Bring
So
out
you-
a block of ice.
Yo,
with
you get that unicycle lady who's flipping cups
We've
into
seen
her
that.
head.
Yeah,
Bro,
I've seen that. That's kind of fun.
very impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Or like she's I don't know why it's so impressive. The whole like when she's doing a handstand and then she's holding a bow and arrow with her toes.
Yeah.
And
Shooting
then
it through a hoop.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Anyway,
Even the flippy guys.
The
Because
flippy
you're
guys are
waiting
great.
you're like, that
one
one
of them's
almost
gonna,
hit.
One of them just bounce his head off of the rim.
Yeah, that's what you're like, woo, that one was close.
You know what is fun? Little kids playing basketball.
That's fun.
Right?
Yeah.
That's always fun to see little kids play basketball
That's
during
great.
halftime.
Below
Yeah.
10s, just running around with the
Yeah.
swash on. They're like, bro.
I will say though, watching a basketball game live is much more entertaining than watching a Formula One race live.
Oh, right.
Because
It's like the amount of time you spend around the action must be like, how does it go? I've never even.
dude, if you don't have headphones that have radio signal to pick up the regular commentary, they blast it off of FM.
Right.
Or AM, whatever, then you don't know what's happening at all. Because in a race,
You're trying to pick up things and.
you can't like, okay, there's a timing chart, right?
Right.
So you can see essentially
A snapshot of what happened at some time.
but like the amount of stuff that's happening during a race, where like, for example, even during the first leg of the race, the commentators will talk about, all right, so the prevalent strategy for this race is going to be hard tires, then a medium, then a hard again. We'll see if they can take the tire all the way till the end.
Right.
If you're watching the race with nothing, you have no idea what's the tire strategy.
Bro,
you don't even know nothing.
You didn't get to see a pit stop. Possibly one of the
Zero
most
pit stops.
Zero pit
You don't
stops.
even know who has new tires.
I would just be at the pit stops. You get to see everything
it'd be
for
better.
a while.
It would be better.
Yeah.
It would be better. Actually, that's where a lot of money, like those there's a lot of the races you can be in the second floor of the pit stops.
Oh,
so it's
man.
all balcony. So you're right above the pit lane. So that's really fun. But like also if you're above the balcony in the pit lane, you also in a room that has the screens
Right.
and the commentary that you can hear.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
obviously if you were just richer, you would enjoy it even more because now you can see the car and you're hearing the commentary. The other thing is that like when two guys are battling, they're battling on somewhere on track on the other side. So you will not be able to see it. You don't even feel like the excitement of it. By the time they come this way, you're like, oh, he's ahead of the other one. But you didn't feel anything for it.
You're kind of getting a really good idea why it may not be the best spectator sport unless you have the right setup.
Yeah.
Because at least in NASCAR, it's just like, hey, it's a circle.
And everyone
like,
can see the same thing.
There they go.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Yeah. For Formula One, dude, it's rough.
Yeah.
Now, if I did have the headphones, I should have planned ahead of time. I thought that I could just run it off like the Formula One for streaming.
Yeah.
But because you're traveling, you're using those virtual sims and they're all very slow. So it wouldn't run. So I wasn't able to get it. But like if you can get the F1 commentary in your ears, then you can hear, and then now the entire race will make way more sense to you.
They should do it in that what's that dome in Las Vegas where like you can see everything 360.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called, but
Yeah.
dude, they should do it on. You should have a bird's eye view. That's where it should be viewed from. Is like the top drone, like a drone watch,
Like a static.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be good.
You're in there friggin' just dizzy, just nauseous. Just oh my god.
Did you see what happened in Brazil, bro?
No, what happened in Brazil?
It's a hot air balloon.
No way. What? Where?
Like 20 people in Brazil.
No way.
Have you seen the video?
No.
I mean,
When this happened? I was.
I don't need to bring the video up. It looked like it was having a hard time to even get off the ground. They get off the ground.
Yeah.
As they're going up.
Oh no.
The fire.
The fire?
Yeah, the fire thing.
Yeah.
It looks like it's out of control.
Okay.
And like you need to get that fire under control because the fire is making it go higher. Like right? And then so they don't turn it off.
It's
it
also
keeps
the
going.
fire.
And then the fire, then the blimp or the balloon catches fire.
Shoot.
It's up there. And the whole basket and everyone falls down.
Oh no, because it disintegrates quickly.
Disintegrates quickly. Yeah. There is no backup. It's insane. Everyone goes.
Yeah, they didn't give me a parachute or anything. Do those people have a parachute?
Zero, bro.
So you're in a basket.
And you could see people falling off.
Are you jumping because the whole thing is on fire?
So a couple people did.
Ay, caramba.
And it's...
See, the pros and cons. You always think about whenever you do something like this, you're like, I was on a plane, right? And I'm thinking, hey, is it worth it? I'm like, there's thousands of flights a day. It's fine. I know these fall out.
Yeah.
Like, hot air balloon, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah. You were on one, right? You went to Turkey. You were on one. Mashallah.
Friggin' beautiful, mashallah.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful sights. You get up there and you say subhanallah.
Yeah.
Because you realize not very many people get to be in a hot air balloon.
Yep.
I don't, but then again, you don't hear about those flying off. But if it does, that sounds like a horrible way to go. Basket catching on fire?
Dude, I was looking at it, and the thing is that you're looking at it, and you're like, there is no winning.
Yeah.
There's no winning. You gotta
stay in the basket, though, I guess. You gotta hope that basket.
Like, you're so far up that you have enough time to realize that you're falling for a while. It's rough, dude. It is rough. I looked at that. I was like all of the comments was like, immediately removed from the to-do list. Never gonna do it again. Like there's something different when you watch the video. You're like viscerally in my thing. I was like, okay, I'm never going on.
You ever see any act of anything going absolutely wrong? You're not gonna want to do it.
Yeah, that's true. But like airplanes don't affect me the same way as like this one did.
You get to see it so raw. You get to see the people and stuff. Anyways,
I mean, there was one that crashed in India.
Dude,
that one guy lived.
Subhanallah. He had apparently a brother on the flight too.
Oh no.
Because you must have been like, did he live? They're like, no, that would be insane if just the both of you lived.
But he was right beside me.
Probably, right? Your brother's probably around you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's a rough way to... I don't know. I mean, I guess...
Who lives?
But like the thing is, how do you operate your life?
Immediately. M. Night Shyamalan movie. Immediately. Yeah. Bruce Willis. Unbreakable.
Yeah. Do you watch all three of those movies?
Yeah.
It's really good, right?
Actually, very good.
Yeah,
that guy strikes a tone.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who is the one person? And of course, the first few news is where he stepped out of the plane as it was about to, like, they were. I don't know if that was true. I thought that was false. But the thing was, they said that he stepped out of the plane as if it was about to hit the ground, like a cartoon character.
Oh, okay. He's like, not for me.
That's what people were telling me too. Like, he just stepped out of it. I was like, I doubt it.
No. I mean, it crashed and he walked out on his own 2 feet, though.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
There's videos of people like walking with him and he's just walking.
Yeah.
Just like, I was on that plane that just crashed. And now I'm here walking with you. Dude, you can proclaim a lot in that moment, and you might get some followers. You can say a lot of things.
You could immediately start a religion.
You can start a religion
In India?
Yeah.
No less?
Yeah, there's so many people,
They see like a birth defect on a cow,
bro.
immediate god status.
Bro. But then also, like they had an Indian kid with a tail, so of course someone's gonna have to rush him. He has a tail.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Believe It or Not. It was on American television. This kid was born with a little bit of a tail, right where his tail should be.
Yeah.
Immediately, they're like, "Dude, this kid's a god," and he had like hundreds of people in his house worshiping.
Really?
Yeah.
Could he move the tail?
No, he couldn't do it.
Ah.
That would be too much. Somebody would eat him. Sorry.
Is he still alive? This kid with the tail?
I don't know. Probably. It's in India. There's always a kid with a tail in India. Dude, there's so many people eating spicy foods. Are we doing 2 today?
We can do another one.
Okay.
On Monday.
All right.
Yeah, because we're near the end, and then you gotta go. It's 5 o'clock.
Boogie.
Yeah, gotta go.
Yep.
All right, people. This has been episode 501. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.